admonitions, and Stoic routines. Prepare for the worst. Emergency drills had been part of their routine for years. Save the essentials. Families packed go bags with vital documents, water, and first aid kits. Helped the vulnerable. Neighbors. Checked on elderly residents and ensured their safety. Face fear with courage. Even children played roles, such as passing water buckets. Limit emotional reactions. Instead of despairing, they focused on actionable tasks. Accept what can't be controlled. They couldn't stop the fire, but could direct its path. Practice gratitude. Despite losses, they found solace in their community's unity. Rely on teamwork. No one worked alone. Partnerships were key. Conserve energy. Breaks were scheduled to avoid exhaustion. Cure. Innovate solutions. A mechanic devised a sprinkler system using old hoses. Here. Trust expertise. Firefighters' advice was followed without question. Here. Adapt quickly. When one plan failed, they moved to another. Minimize waste. Food and water were rationed effectively. Hold on to hope. They reminded each other that this too would pass. Share knowledge. Survivors from nearby towns offered tips and encouragement. Practice mindfulness. Stoic breathing techniques calmed frayed nerves. Protect morale. They sang songs and shared stories to stay positive. Quint. Learn from hardship. They pledged to build better fire defenses for the future. Maintain order. A volunteer patrol kept the peace and organized resources. Fie. Celebrate small victories. Every saved house and contained flame was met with cheers. Intro. Engaging hook. Scene. A quiet, picturesque town nestled in a valley surrounded by towering pines. Families go about their day, unaware that disaster is about to strike. Narrator. Imagine waking up to the smell of smoke, the sound of distant screams, and the sight of towering flames devouring everything in their path. This isn't just a nightmare. It's a reality that many towns have faced throughout history. But what if there was a way to prepare, to protect, to survive? This is the story of one such town, a town that faced the worst and emerged stronger. Stay with us until the end to learn the life-saving secrets that could one day save your own community. Act 1. The disaster unfolds. Scene. Late summer. A prolonged drought has turned the surrounding forests into tinder. A lightning strike ignites a distant spark. Narrator. The town of Emberwood had always been a peaceful place, its people living in harmony with nature. But nature can be unpredictable. After months without rain, the forests had become a ticking time bomb. When a fierce storm rolled through, a single lightning strike was all it took to set the dry canopy ablaze. At first, no one noticed. Then, the winds picked up. What was once a small fire became an unstoppable inferno. Scene. A watchtower guard sees the fire racing toward town. He rings the emergency bell, triggering chaos. Narrator. Panic spread, like wildfire itself. Families grabbed what they could, but the roads were already choked with fleeing vehicles. The fire was moving too fast. The townspeople needed a plan, fast. Ast-2, the fight to survive. Scene. The mayor, firefighters, and key community members gather at the town center, trying to devise a survival strategy. Narrator. Faced with imminent destruction, the townspeople didn't just run, they fought back. They needed a way to stop the flames, or at least slow them down long enough to escape. And that's when an old survival technique came into play. The fire break. Scene. Townspeople armed with shovels, axes, and bulldozers rushed to clear a wide strip of land, removing dry brush and trees to create a barrier. Narrator. A fire break is a gap in vegetation that can stop or slow a wildfire's progress. Emberwood's citizens worked together, carving a defensive line around their town. Meanwhile, others soaked their homes with water, using every available hose, bucket, and well. Time was running out. Scene: elderly shopkeeper Mrs. Thompson recalls an old fire survival trick, creating safe zones. Narrator: Mrs. Thompson, the town's oldest resident, remembered something her grandfather had taught her. If you can't fight fire, sometimes, the best thing to do is take shelter where the fire can't burn. Her idea? A large underground storm shelter beneath the town hall. Scene: families rush into the shelter. Firefighters stay behind to battle the flames. Narrator: with embers falling like fiery snow, those who couldn't fight sought refuge. The town's old storm shelter, forgotten for decades, became their best hope. It was designed for tornadoes, but on this night it became a lifesaver. Ask T3. The aftermath and lessons learned. Scene: dawn breaks. The fire has passed, leaving behind a smoldering landscape. Miraculously, the firebreak worked, and the town hall shelter saved dozens of lives. Narrator: by morning, the flames had moved on, leaving Emberwood battered but standing. The firebreak had slowed the inferno enough for firefighters to gain control. The storm shelter had given dozens of families a safe place to ride out the worst. They had survived, but their journey wasn't over. Scene: rebuilding efforts begin. The town holds a meeting to discuss fire preparedness for the future. Narrator: Emberwood learned the hard way that preparation is everything. They put new fire safety measures in place, clearing brush regularly, installing emergency water reservoirs, and establishing a town-wide fire evacuation plan. But the most important lesson? A community that stands together survives together. Call to action: engage the audience. Scene: overlay of fire safety tips and emergency preparedness steps on screen. Narrator: wildfires are unpredictable, but your survival doesn't have to be left to chance. Do you have a fire escape plan? Have you cleared brush around your home? Take action today. And if you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It could save lives. Fade to black. Outro, final message. Narrator: fire is relentless, but knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay safe. Until next time, take care. End script text on screen. Want to learn how to create your own emergency preparedness plan? Click the link below for resources and tips. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Thank you for